Hey guys, welcome to another video, and today we're going to be doing an unboxing of the Samyang AF 35mm f1.8 FE. And FE is basically for the Sony E-mount, yeah? Without further ado, let's get to the unboxing. Oh, this is definitely new. So you've got all the paperwork, box, and that's pretty much it. Right, so this is what you get usually with the Samyang lenses, which is the hard case. All right, so it's well protected. It's got this nice rubbery, leathery feeling to it, and it's got that Samyang writing on it, yeah? Cool. There we go. And let's get it out of this plastic. So we've got the Samyang logo on the front cap. You've got a plastic lens hood, as you can see here. It's not those flat ones like the Samyang 135mm. They have this flat lens hood, which I think I prefer. You can really just store it easily, won't risk of falling to the side or anything like that, you know, when you put the lens down. So let's just put this on. Snaps on like that. Yeah, it's a pretty tiny lens. I would say it's pretty light as well. Yeah, it's pretty light, and you get this orange reddish accent around the lens as well. And yeah, you got this custom button, mode 1 and mode 2. You can either control the focus ring as a focus ring, or you can control the aperture in one of the modes. Okay, let's open it up and just see the filter thread size. Let's just open the lens hood. Yeah, you have a 58mm filter thread on here, 35mm f1.8. It's got a minimum focusing distance of 0.29 meters or 0.95 feet for those in the US. So just for a size comparison, like just to give you a brief idea on like how small this lens is. So that's for size comparison. It's probably the size of the, yeah, definitely just the size of the lens hood. In terms of feeling of the lens, it's, of course, you're not going to get a metal material, and you know, there are pros and cons to metal and plastic itself. Metals, they scratch easily, that's one. I'm not really a big fan of metal. Yeah, I just don't like that cosmetically on a lens, you know, having those scratches and all that. Having the plastic material used on these lenses, I think having it on a gimbal will not be an issue, because now we have the RS3 Mini, which, you know, if you have a light setup, then I think this is perfect for it as well. Another thing that I want to mention is there's a weather sealing gasket. There's a rubber gasket at the back, so that's always good to have, so you have no worries in terms of like bringing it out in weather conditions like in Malaysia where it's raining constantly. I know the first thought would be, why not get the 35 f1.8 from Sony? But just for those who really are curious, it just happens today that I have the 35mm f1.8 from Sony. So I'd like to thank Faisal from Hyder Films for really just lending me this lens, you know, to make a cameo in this video. In size, it's not really far away, but you can tell that the Samyang is definitely smaller. You know, in terms of weight, yeah, I can feel that the Sony is slightly heavier than the Samyang. You're going to be shooting all day, you're definitely going to be feeling this Sony faster than the Samyang, yeah? So it depends on how you shoot and all that, yes? Yeah, I'd be worried to get the Sony scratch because it's got that huge glass in front, but with the Samyang, you've just got that small area that, yeah, I wouldn't be too worried because you've got a longer pedal hood. It's got a bigger filter thread, 58 compared to 55. So you can see that yeah, instead of a custom dial on the Samyang, you have a AF/MF switch on the Sony, and you've got this focus hold button that you can customize, but personally I rarely use this button, so it depends on how you shoot and all that. So if you find it useful and you prefer it, you know, then we know where you're going. But if you don't really use it and just prefer a simple lens and you don't really touch the lens when you shoot, they go with the Samyang, yeah? Thanks Faisal for giving me a chance to cameo this lens. Yeah, this is pretty much the lens that I'll be shooting with for the next few weeks. Can't wait to test it out again. I'll share more of what I think and experience throughout using this lens in my full review, which will be in a couple of weeks. And yeah, I'd like to thank Samyang Optics Malaysia for sending over this lens for me to play around with for the next few weeks. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.